Hey y'all, I'm EJ, you're you, and welcome to my channel. Today, we have a new villager. His name is Dobie. Have you heard of him? He's a wolf. He's kind of old. And we are going to be giving him the island, paradise, jungle, fantasy, dream house area of his dreams. That was a little redundant, but whatever. So let's just get on into this one. Why don't you go ahead and just really quickly, just before you go, just hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's get into it, y'all. All right, Deirdre, you can't run away from here. We're in your house. Deirdre? Okay, I can't tell if you're laughing with me or at me. Oh my god, she's dancing with me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, but that was short-lived. All right. So, now that we have gotten our signature Deirdre rejection in right at the top of the video, let's go ahead and get started on Dobie's house. So, Dobie is going to be in front of the museum jungle temple area. I kind of thought that fit because he's, you know, old. The temple is old, yeah. And it seemed like a nice, like, kind of zen, secluded, naturey space because he loves nature. I think that's his hobby. I'm not sure. I literally just found out about hobbies recently, but here we are. So first things first, I'm building up the cliffs in front of this, and I'm very quickly going to be like, I don't really like how close it is. So I know that I wanted to build out these cliffs on the side anyways for a different build. So I just decided, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to go and do that now to fill that in. But I'm not gonna show you too much of that just because it is gonna be part of another build. So, you know, ignore this part. All right, cliffs, they're built. Now I'm gonna build up the third level a little bit more because I want Dobie's house to be built out over into that third level. And there you go, bam, so quick, wow. Gosh, terraforming so fast, right? All right, and now I'm building up some fourth levels here. I just wanted to make it feel really mountainy and definitely separate from the area that's gonna be right next to it. I also don't know why I put these fourth levels in front of his house. Wasn't one of my brightest moments, and don't worry, I don't keep it. But I wanted to show you my mistakes anyway, so that maybe you can learn from them, you know? So building out this staircase, here she is, wow. And now I'm going to put Dobie's house. I didn't move Dobie's house there because actually the day I started this build was the first day he moved in. I have his amiibo, so I was just like, you know, really fast about that. And if you see that shear where it went like above me was the first indication, and I was like, yeah, okay, I should just get rid of this. So here I am making that decision early on. And then I really wanted to put something up on this fourth level. So I'm looking around. I think I'm going to go with a Moai statue. And here we go. So I'm going to link in the like comments or whatever, not the comments, whatever that thing is, annotations, I don't know. I'm going to link to my video that has a tutorial about how to get to your fourth level right now. So, but I'm going to go ahead and get that set up. I have to build out these cliffs to basically make a big enough cliff that I can actually pop up there for. So, you know, this also was like literally 5 squares of, you know, square footage, I guess. So it was a lot of work for not a lot of room, but whatever. And then, there we go. Okay, cool. It did take me a few tries, but here we go. So one thing I found while doing this build actually is that when you're on the fourth level, you can't place patterns down through your Nook phone app. You have to use the Island Designer app to get it. So that's just like a fun thing. And there you go, just put a Moai statue up there. You actually can't really see it from in front of Dobie's house, but for the build that we're gonna do later next to the museum, it's gonna like incorporate into that, and it actually does look really good. So I'm happy that I did that because when I first was there, I was like, okay, well that was kind of useless. And now pathing. So we're gonna continue on with this great brick pattern. Once again, if you like these design codes, check in the description, y'all. Always put design codes in the description of all my videos. So there you go. Now this is an interesting one because it really is like a five slot pattern. There's a top, a bottom, a middle, a left, and a right. And so it's kind of interesting to make the paths work with it, and to make it look natural because you only have 5 versions to work with. So especially with these stretches, that's like a big vertical thing. I just really tried to kind of not zigzag it, but make it wavy. So like, a section of 3 and then 2 and then 3 wide and then 2 wide and things like that. Of course, talking to Dobie, look at him, he's so cute. And then he sat down here right by the thing. Look at him. He looks like he's howling. Oh, he's so cute. I love him so much. Okay, so I rewinded to earlier. It's raining now. We're planting some bamboo shoots. I actually spent like not 2 hours, but like a good half hour going to Nookmile Islands trying to get to Bamboo Island so I wouldn't have to wait for these to grow. But alas, I went through 15 Nookmile tickets and couldn't find a single Bamboo Island. So here we are doing it the plebeian way. Ooh, gotta wait and stuff. I hate that. So now I'm just placing down some patterns up here for Dobie's house. Again, more of this brick pattern. It's pretty standard at this point. So as I'm going through and laying all this stuff down and I'm getting ready to start putting down furniture, I'm realizing that it's really difficult for me at least to imagine what things are going to look like vertically. So that's why I've time traveled forward, just so that the bamboo trees were like basically almost grown, just that way so that I could see exactly how much they would obstruct. One thing I do like about bamboo is because it's like the 4 skinny bamboo trunks. Is that what you call those branches? I don't know. Because it's just that, you can actually see through them pretty well, so they don't really obstruct too much, but still I thought it was just important to get it out there, especially as we start to put down furniture. Now the furniture I went with for Dobie's house, I wanted it to be still kind of the temple, so lots of stone vibes and old looking and stuff, but I wanted it to feel kind of like, relaxing and zen because he's, an older guy. So I gave him a little pond. I'm going to give him a little poolside bed for him to lounge out on. But I think him just being in among the nature is really good for him just because he likes nature, And I've seen him multiple times since finishing this build, just like out and about smelling the flowers, sitting in front of the lake. And the other thing that I needed to do with this area was build up the area right behind resident services. And that's what I'm doing with this silo. The silo doesn't work out. You'll see. But I gave it the good old college try. I customized it, but it looked a little too farmy for me, and it almost like pushed it into castle core in a way that I didn't like. So I decided to nix that idea and basically just move on and start working on other stuff because I couldn't think of anything. So crafting lots of stone stuff, using this moss customization all the time. All the time, mama. And of course, I'm back at my ish, putting down the patterns underneath the furniture. How you do. Now, you can see this. I just have run out of space in my storage. So I just kind of have a bunch of furniture lying on the ground in front of my house. So anytime I need to get stuff, I just kind of have to walk across them and see what they are. But yeah, so that's, upgrade your house, y'all. I won't, but maybe I will. Who knows? Now I'm placing down some more greenery. This was a really piecemeal build. I wasn't totally sure what I was doing in each area, so I kind of jumped around a lot. Worked over in this part a little bit, jumped over here. So it definitely is a lot less focused as my builds go, but, it's me. What would you expect? So here I'm just extending down the nature area that is next to the land bridge, just bringing it down a little bit more, and then fluffing up the area around the old lake. Putting down flowers, putting down shrubs and patterns and furniture and stuff like that. So still trying to figure out exactly what I want to put behind the resident services here. I was trying to put the Stonehenge here. Stonehenge is like Stonehenge. Stonehenge? That's what it is, right? Stonehenge? Henge? Whatever. It is too big, is the point. So I just was like, okay, I'll think about this later. But I ended up going with, I think, a ship cannon. Will I ever put it down? Who knows? There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I put it with a ship cannon. I was like, that's, you know, it feels kind of tropical. I don't know, like pirate stuff. I feel like the pirate stuff just kind of like works. Who knows? Anyways, put down a stone head, didn't like it. Put down these fences, like some of it. Moved on to other areas. I was just trying to fill in this area. I thought it was a little too empty over here, so went over, grabbed a tree, and then pop. There we go. Full, lush, forest, jungle. And then as we're going, I'm like kind of like spacing in some different potted plants to make them look, just to fill out some area, fill out some space, you know. And then I had to fill in this front area. I wanted to put some flowers and stuff, and then I wanted to also get started at least a little bit on the area that is down on the second level, although I think I'll finish that more in the next build. But I just put down some trees just to start it out. So yeah, just filling in this area, popping in some flowers and different various furniture items. I decided to switch out this poolside bed for a dark wood version just because I thought that would look cuter or whatever. And then I stopped recording to go visit a friend's island and pick up some things. And the footage from the next recording got corrupted. So I don't have the rest of the build. But instead, I have me dancing to the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme. So that's nice, right? Just know that there is some really great stuff, and we still have the walkthrough, so don't worry, you'll get to see the finished product soon. But yeah. Here it is. So as you can see, I put a couple things to the left of the stairs, and I put a bunch of these tall lanterns. That's actually what I went to my friend's island to get because I did not have that DIY. And then I filled in, I put some jail bars, this oil barrel bathtub thing here, and I put statues and stuff along the side. Don't look at the left. Don't look at the left. That's a spoiler. Yeah, I just kind of filled in this area. And I think it's really lush. I think it's really cute. I hope that Dobie likes it. I think he does. I've seen him around here sniffing flowers, sitting by the pool pond. And yeah. So that is it for this build, but we are getting down to it on Ponderosa. I'm really excited for the next few builds, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see them. And if you made it to the end, I know this wasn't the longest speed build, but I just like the comment questions, so why don't you go ahead and leave a comment in honor of Dobie of what your favorite wolf villager is. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!